and we'll kick it over to Miriam Swanson with the LA Daily News.
Hey there. Hey, can you hear me now? Hi, Derek. Yeah, so just kind of hoping you could give us sort of the lay of the land and what these first few days have been like, and what's different, what's the same, how do you feel?
It'll take a long time for me to give you the lay of the land in terms of our experience here. Obviously very different than a normal season. Normal media availability, normal everything. But I think our group, our players, our staff, like our entire organization from ownership down, we're just trying to collaborate and work together to, serve our players' needs in the best way that we can. The first couple of days of practice and workouts have been great. We're trying to be really intentional about, where our players are mentally and physically. And really try to be methodical about, our process and not putting ourselves in too much jeopardy too fast in terms of overtraining. But the spirit has been good. The energy has been positive. And we're excited. I mean, even though this is not a normal situation, I think our players really are enjoying being together for the first time in a very long time.
Go over to Nick Hamilton, Nightfall Media.
Hey, what's up, Derek? How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. Wanted to know, obviously last year you learned, it was your first year. What did you learn from that year to prepare you for the second year? And what principles did you want to institute into your players, especially with the break and going through with COVID-19 and having to be in a bubble?
Yeah, I mean, I think, last year, really just understanding the pace of the league, how the games are called, how teams play, personnel, coaches, etc. There were a lot of things that I learned. I think the biggest thing really is that the culture of our team and our organization is the most important thing. X's and O's, there are a lot of great basketball coaches and teaching that goes on across the league. Everybody runs similar things at times, and there are teams that run very different things. But the teams that are successful in sports, they have great culture, great messaging, everything that they do. There's a shared vision and alignment in what you're trying to accomplish. And last year, that was confirmed for me that that's what we have to focus on. The basketball part is an extension of what you're building as an organization. And I think we've made a lot of strides in our efforts to create that here. In terms of our players and trying to meet them where they are based on the timing of all of our experiences with COVID, with the conversations we're having around the country in terms of race in America and the system, the way it currently exists and has existed. Like it's something that we're carrying with us here. Many of us have made individual choices to be here for different reasons, but we're all here together, and we want to try and work together to make sure that that message doesn't get lost in playing basketball, that we really do want to utilize this time and opportunity and this platform in what we feel like is a great league, and these women have an opportunity to use their voice and their platform to make sure that people hear them and see them, and I want to try and help that as much as I can.
Sabrina Merchant with SB Nation.
Hey, Derek. How's everything going?
Hi, Sabrina. How are you?
Good, good. So you guys added 2 players pretty close to heading down to Bradenton. I'm just curious, what are your initial reactions from spending time with Rashonda and Taya?
I mean, my and our initial reactions are that we're very fortunate to have both players. We obviously and undoubtedly miss Christy and Shanae, and we're really, I think, thankful for their professionalism and the way they communicated with us about their decision and what was important to them, and that makes it important to us. And so we miss both of those players, but we really do feel that Rashonda and Taya both provide. First and foremost, I think a level of professionalism and who they are as people and as young women, that's what we want to have in this organization. Both great people, great personalities, positive energy, and they both work really, really hard. We're impressed with how they've been able to keep themselves in some basic levels of conditioning and fitness, even though, they didn't know what their WNBA future looked like at the time that we called. So we're happy with both, and we're looking forward to seeing what more they can offer us as we build out this season.
Thanks. We'll go over to John W. Davis with Winsider.
Hey, Coach Fisher, how's it going?
I'm good, John. How are you, man?
Good to talk to you. Good to talk to you. So you had one of your former teammates use the phrase, the real MVP, Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
So if I use that phrase to describe Nneka Ogwumike, how would you finish that sentence with everything that's going on when we talk about getting here to the bubble, everything that she's had to do, plus everything that I know that she means to you on the court and off the court as a player, as a kind of like a team big sister, a leader, a captain, all those different things that we know her to be.
Yeah, no, we've obviously spoken before about Nneka and the value that she brings to our team, our organization, and what the Sparks have been about since the day she stepped foot here. But across the league, like you said, and really in a lot of ways across the sports landscape, the leadership position that she holds as president of the Players Association and the work that she's had to put in to help us all get here is remarkable. Having had those experiences myself as president of the Players Association, it's not easy to do both, to be a great player and be a great president, but she's doing it, and she's showing up with still that attitude of determination and grit and mental toughness that she always exhibits. And yeah, I think she's arguably the most valuable person, player, president in the entire league at this point. But the great thing about Nneka is that she's not looking for credit. She's not looking to be celebrated. She's still the leader that we always expect her to be and have known her to be. And in reality, I think we have a job to do to help her balance all of the things that she does need to manage and carry. So we have to watch her energy levels and not have her wearing too many hats over the course of this season because we know how important she is to everyone.
Go over to Stacey Pates with Believe in Sparks.
Hey, Derek, so happy to see your face on the screen and see y'all back to work. Absolutely. Been keeping y'all in my prayers and will continue to. And when you think about this time, you hear the words unprecedented. You hear, clearly you said it at the top of this that you couldn't even give the lay of the land. It's so complex. There's so many moving parts and pieces, and we're still feeling our way around this. As you and the team are back together, though, having made those choices to be away from your families, your friends, how can this time together really bring healing for what's been going on while you've been away from the game?
I think in the shortest way I can answer it, I think we all, we all need community. And I think if there's anything that these experiences have taught us, whether from COVID originally in mid-March to George Floyd and the protests and the unrest around the country and around the world in terms of our conversation about race, the lack of community leading up to George Floyd's killing and then what we've experienced since then, I think they're all examples of how important we each are to this world we live in. And so this time to reconnect as a small community within the Sparks organization, I think we've all needed it. We've missed one another, and we're thankful for this opportunity, but we're also not going to be complacent with this opportunity either. The way we carry ourselves on and off the court while we're here, it's important that it represents how important these times are. So we have to be even more professional, even more disciplined, even more committed to doing things the right way. And those are the messages that we've spent some time talking about over this last week.
Great. We have time for one more question with Coach tonight. Again, he'll be available tomorrow as well. We'll go over to Megan Hines with the swap report.
Hi, Derek. I just want to know, how have you guys been implementing Coach Fred within the team's landscape with him not being able to be with you guys in the bubble?
Yes, great question, Megan. In a similar fashion as this, yesterday we had our first collective team meeting where we were able to be in the same room due to the quarantine protocols, et cetera, that we had to clear when we first arrived. So yesterday was the first time we were able to collect in the same room in that way. And we had Coach Fred up on the big screen just like this. And he was able to address the group, share his words. Also, in terms of our coaching staff, we spend a lot of time virtually as we learn how to do through some of the process of learning how to operate during COVID. We've gotten comfortable communicating this way, being able to use our share screen options to watch video together, to still go through strategy, X's and O's, planning, etc. So Coach Fred is going to be still an invaluable piece of any success that we hope to have this year. His voice, his presence, his wisdom. We're not going to just let that go. He's thankful, I think, for the opportunity that our ownership group and management in terms of respecting his decision, but knowing that, he's still going to be there for us every single day. And, we're looking forward to finding new ways to be great. And that is, all of this is forcing everybody to think differently. And so, we're going to think about coaching and teaching in a different way and still find ways to get it done.
Thank you so much, Derek, for
Thanks,
those
guys.
just joining. Thank you.